you enjoyed last week's video as we started our piano practice. This week, we're going to continue on right where we left off. Whether you've taken piano with me or with another teacher, or last week was the first time you've ever touched the piano before, that's okay. I'm going to give a little bit for everybody. And just like last week, we're going to end the lesson looking at another era of music. All right, let's get started. Last week, we learned the basics of the keyboard. We talked about all of the white keys, and we named them. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to C. Now, we learned how to play with all 5 fingers. Our thumb, which is 1, our pointer finger, which is 2, our middle finger, which is 3, our 4th finger, and our 5th finger. Now, this is important. Last week, we realized that we can put 1 finger on every single key and have a nice little curve to our fingers in a relaxed position. Now, if we start with our thumb on middle C, we can walk up from our thumb to our pinky. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's practice the same thing. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really trying to connect each note. The first note is not lifted until the second note starts to go down. We are also keeping the pads of our fingers as close to the keys as possible. Let's try the same thing, but for our left hand. Now, as you see, our left hand is opposite of our first hand. This is still finger number 1, and this is finger number 5. Instead of starting with our thumb, we now start with our pinky. So, starting with your pinky, the lower note on the keyboard. 5, walk it up, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel free to practice this a few times, as many times as you need. You can pause the video and make sure that each hand is really strong. Once you've done that, we're going to work with both hands together. Once you've practiced each hand and feel fairly confident, we're going to try putting each hand together. Now, what tricks some people up is that our thumbs don't start together. Our right thumb starts, but our left pinky starts. Starting low to high. Make sure that your pinky, left pinky, and your right thumb are on middle C and 8 keys below that, the C below that. We're going to walk them up one by one. Let's put our first fingers down, our pinky in our left hand and our thumb in our right. That's on C. Now walk up to the next key. Here we go. Again, trying to keep those fingers, pads down as close to the keys as possible. Walking up, middle fingers. Now to F. And to G. Very good. It'll be as helpful as possible for you to keep the pads of your fingers curved, relaxed, and as close to the keys as possible. Mine are even resting on the keys. Good, let's practice that a few more times. We go up C, D, E, F, G, back down. G, F, E, D, C. Now, last week, with my students that had already taken piano before, I introduced the metronome to them. In the metronome, we are going to set our BPMs to 50, and we're going to play it. There's going to be 4 beats, and then we come in with both hands. Ready? Here we go. The point of the metronome is to keep each beat an even length, making sure that we're not rushing or slowing down the tempo. Once you have that confident in both hands together, we're going to up the BPMs by 10 to 60 BPMs. It's going to sound a little faster. We're going to again wait for 4 beats and then come in. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Now once again, practice that a lot, and once it's confident and both hands are playing together, we're going to up the ante again, 10 BPMs to 70. 2, here we go. Nice job. Now, if you're struggling or need to practice in any tempo, please pause the video or rewind to that section so you can practice again. Once you're strong, we're going to go up again to 80 BPMs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping the fingers curved, relax, and the pads of the fingers close to the keys. Beautiful. 10 more. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Now we go to 100. 100 BPMs. 120 is our goal. Ready? Here we go. Awesome. 2 more, upping to 110. Ready, and. And last time we're going to up it up to 120 BPMs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. Now, I expect people to have to review that video and review that practice multiple times this week to be able to get to 120 BPMs. But that's what eventually the practice should be like. Making sure that each note is the same time, each quarter note has the same distance apart. We're not playing with the tempo, it is steady in our beat. That's what the metronome is useful for. Now our fingers should be nice and strong. Being able to use all 5 fingers in both hands is so important. If you haven't practiced recently, or you would just like a little bit more review, feel free to pause the video and study the fingerings for the keyboard. The thumb is 1, the pointer finger is 2, the middle finger is 3, the ring finger 4, and the pinky 5. But now I'm going to teach you the rest of the C major scale. A major scale has 8 notes. In the C major scale, it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. Now what we're going to review now is the technical fingering for a C major scale. Starting with our right hand, the first 3 notes are going to be exactly the same as what we did previously. We start with our thumb, our first finger. We climb up the scale to our second finger, and again to our third finger. Let's practice those 3 notes. So 1, 2, 3, here we go. And pause. Beautiful. Now after our third finger goes down, instead of our fourth finger going down, we're actually going to curve under and place our thumb underneath to the next note, which is F, and place it down. Simultaneously, the rest of our 4 fingers are going to be placed on the next 4 notes. Each finger gets a note. So let's give that a try. This is what we're going to practice. Just watch for now. Your thumb, second finger, third finger. Pivot your thumb to F and replace your fingers simultaneously. Let's practice that a few times. Here we go. Ready? And. Ready? Here we go again. Beautiful. Now it's the easy part. We're going to walk right up our fingers, right up the scale. Our second finger on G, third finger on A, fourth finger on B, and our pinky on C. Beautiful. Let's try the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, under with the thumb, and then walk it up. Here we go. Ready? 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, under. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Now some of you may be getting ahead of it and figure out how we get down. We do the opposite. We start with our pinky, the top note here. We walk it down, 5 fingers, and instead of going under, like we did with our thumb, we're going to go over with our third finger and pivot the fingers back. Let's give it a try all the way up and all the way down. If you make a mistake, that is okay. You have the whole week to practice. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, under. 2, 3. Once again. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down, starting with the pinky. Pinky, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over with the third. 2, 1. Beautiful job. Let's go a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Let's try the left hand. The concept is the same, but we have to remember we start with our pinky. So we're going to start with our pinky, and we're going to walk up the scale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then cross over. 3, 2, 1. Let's try that. Starting with the pinky, we're going to walk right up to our thumb and then cross over with our third finger. Here we go. Let's practice just the cross walking up and to the crossover. Ready? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Move that third finger over, and as it presses down, we're going to move the second and first finger back to their new place. Beautiful. Let's start again. Ready? 2, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, over 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's try it again. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, over 3, 2, 1. Let's try it on the way down. We start with our thumb. 1, 2, 3. And just like the opposite of what we did going up, we're going to go under with our thumb, and pivot the hands like we did in the right hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give that whole thing a try. Left hand ascending the scale, going up the scale, and descending the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4.